the amount of cases growing inside the United States, so are the concerns that the United States will end up like Italy, quarantined and in chaos. But because of the confusion around the subject, today I'll be breaking down the comparison between the United States and Italy. Are we going to end up in that state of chaos? Well, as of March 10th, the United States has reached a total of 1,000 cases, and Italy reached 1,000 cases on February 29th, so that would be 10 days before. However, it did take the United States 8 days to go from 1,000 to 10,000, and it reached 10,000 on March 18th, while it took Italy 10 days to reach 10,000 from 1,000, since it reached 10,000 cases on March 10th. So because of that, the growth rate, as people have noted, is much higher in the United States than it was in Italy, and Italy seems to be the worst off of any of these countries. However, I would like to point out that the population scale is very, very different. In Italy, there's only around 60-something million people, while in the United States we have over 300 million. So it's around 5 to 6 times the amount of people are in the United States than in Italy. So the scale is much higher. Keeping that into account, however, the growth rate in the United States is substantial. And because of that, we have to look at policy instead of the actual population size or the growth rate or anything to actually infer if we're going to end up in a state of quarantine or chaos or just a larger amount of concern than we are currently. And because of that, we have to turn to cases in Illinois and cases in California, where Illinois was the first state to actually declare full quarantine on March 9th. And in California, they followed suit 10 days later, March 19th, and they declared a state of quarantine. Because of this, many have actually pointed out that we're going to follow an identical route of Italy, and we're going to fall into chaos, and we're going to be stuck in our houses. However, that's not likely. Huge states like New York are completely refusing to stay in quarantine, even dismissing it as a possibility in the future. The President of the United States came out and said that quarantine is extremely unlikely and that he wasn't even thinking about putting the United States in a state of quarantine. So because of this, there's not much to worry about. However, the situation will get worse, and we will see ourselves, maybe seeing ourselves as some sort of Spain or Germany, since their situations are much closer to us. However, I will not be surprised if the amount of cases grows exponentially as it has currently. Already today, we have experienced an increase of 5,000 people. Currently in the United States, we have around 33,000 cases, and Italy has around 54,000 cases. With that said, though, I'm Nick J, and I'll be joining you later with wishing you a safe evening.